You have too much stuff in your car? Well, come on. So I have promised you a more in-depth look at our goodnight, hi Melina, goodnight routine. And right now it's 6:15. I figured this would be a great opportunity to do just that. I just got the kids squared away in their room. He's playing quietly on his bed with his little sea animals and bugs and dinosaurs, and she is using her tablet, and they are having quiet time until 7 o'clock, and then it's lights out, wind down. We do our goodnight songs, all of that stuff, and then they go to bed. And usually by 8 o'clock they are out, but I am hoping they go to bed so I can tackle the kitchen and have that clean. Before they get too into bed, let me go ahead and grab a video of what it looks like in their room right now. I know it's quiet time. He's got his lantern, his magnifying glass, bugs and dinosaurs and sea animals. And she's chillaxing. Yeah, and Nemo. And Dory. I love you. Lamps. They got one right there that changes color. And another one over there. This gets turned off when they fall asleep. You chillaxing? You going to bed? You still got clips in your hair. Don't forget. Time to say goodnight, vlog. Say goodnight, vlog. Say goodnight, vlog.
Bye, and then.
Good morning. It is Saturday, the 16th, holy moly, of October already. Leaves are falling. It looks magical outside, and I just dropped the kids off with their dad this morning. I ended up falling asleep last night. I put the kids in their room, I sat down, I started getting some work done, and I just zonked with phone in hand, like zonked. I was apparently exhausted. And I didn't get to capture the conversation that I had intended to capture. I am a little contradicted in how I should feel at the moment. I have high anxiety every time I bring my kids to their dads for a number of reasons. So my anxiety is doing things at the moment. But I also feel happiness and relief and so many other emotions right now, because we finished our court battle. Basically, and I'm speaking facts here, I'm speaking my experience, I am not speaking anything that isn't factual, so I'm not trying to make anybody look bad. However, it is what it is. They did it themselves. I keep hitting these wings, jeez. Anyway, so on September 10th, 2018, I dialed 911 on my children's father. He had struck them both so hard that he welted them. And that ended 5 years of mental, emotional, and physical abuse to me, and years of abuse to my children. Keep in mind that was 2019. That was 2 years ago. My children right now are 4 and 5, so you can do the math and figure out how old they were. And why the last few years has been a lot, to put it plainly. That explains why I'm a single mom. It explains a lot. So the criminal case has been over and done with since about a year ago. That is what it is. And the family case, the civil case, I guess, as you can call it, just ended. That was that footage that I had caught the other day where I said, I got a call. And we got judgment. And it wasn't what I expected it to be. And that's why I have mixed emotions, you know, right here, right now. Dropping my kids off there because I just don't know how to feel. I don't even, I'm searching for the words because blank. And I can't find the words to fill in that blank. I really can't. So I knew you were like, okay, so well, what was the judgment? I was granted sole ex parte, whatever, custody at the time of the arrest, of course. And, you know, that's just the way it is. If somebody's arrested for abusing a child, the other parent usually gets granted emergency custody. It just is what it is. So this was to determine if him and his lawyer going for joint custody. I was already granted sole physical custody. Now he was going for joint legal custody. And of course, for a while, being me, I was representing myself. And as soon as I found out he wanted joint custody, legal custody, I decided it was time to hire a lawyer. I had done the rest. I was burnt out, overwhelmed. My businesses were suffering. My relationship with my kids wasn't suffering because that's where I was giving my full attention. But everything else it was either my kids or what next for court. So, and the stress was just unbelievable. When I took that retreat a few months ago, the massage therapist was like, talking to me about how my body was manifesting the stress. So I started saying, okay, I need to take a step back. I hired an attorney. She's been amazing, walking me through things, explaining things that I didn't understand. And she called me the other day and was like, okay, so I just got an email. You need to, we're going to get together. You're going to fill out the paperwork. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. That includes everything that's been decided, all the, things that have been solidified all into one. You're going to sign the paperwork and we're going to, it'll be done. But the judge did make a decision as far as legal custody of the kids. And at this point, I'm shaking. I'm shaking kind of like my camera right now. I'm shaking. I'm standing in the kitchen. I realize I'm not breathing. I start getting lightheaded because I've been holding my breath. So I sit on the floor. And I'm trying not to cry right now because it's just like... was also granted sole legal custody of the kids. And so dropping them off there, of course, is awkward this morning. But after having been in the relationship that I was with their father for 5 years-ish, and being stripped of power, being empowered again is, we just can't even begin to describe it. I can't cry. I've got non-waterproof mascara on, and I'm headed into the studio, and I can't be like a hot mess. So, but that's where I've been the last few days. That's why I haven't been recording much for footage. This is going to be kind of like a answering the question, giving you what I have for footage, getting caught up, and then continuing on from here. So another question that people have been asking me is, well, are you going to take him to court and remove his visitation? I need to have a conversation with my attorney before I do anything else. Like I said, from this point forward, I know I need to make decisions that are best for the kids. I know that I need to be putting them first, which I've always been doing. So I'm just going to continue what I've been doing. I work, I run my businesses, I take care of getting Cameron to his school program, do Ellie's homeschooling right now. I haven't fully decided, oh, and I think that's the client maybe behind me. I haven't fully decided about homeschooling or schooling next year. So I got up this morning, took my vitamins, my energy kicked in, and I started scrubbing my counters. And it all started because I just wanted to organize one of those because I couldn't find the grocery list. Yep. This is what happens when you feel your vitamins working. And I didn't realize how disgusting the counters were under like everything. So it's time they're needing to get wiped out. So once again, I totally forgot to film, but I am making scones, but I'm not cutting them. I am just putting it like that, and I am trying out one of the gluten-free flours that I use. Kids are going nuts today fighting each other. So I have dishes going. I kind of finalized how I want the counter, but there's other stuff out right now just because I have a whole bunch of food prep I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to go figure out what they're up to. So we are heading out the door. We are heading to my mom and stepdad's, which is going to give me, I guess, the reassurance that I need to fix my car. I'm sure I have all the parts. Oh, I know I have all the parts, but I'm sure I have all the tools in my toolkit to do it. But he has knowledge of vehicles. So I'm gonna kind of rely on him. So we are on our way. Yeah, to Grandma and Pop-Pop's, going to fish and possibly vacuum it out. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that. I'm a little tired. Last night was rough. Cameron actually slept a lot, but because he went to bed at 5 o'clock last night, I was basically expecting him to wake up any moment, so I almost didn't want to go to sleep because I'm like, well, then what if he wakes up and he wants to be up all night and I'm sleeping and he gets into something? And so I didn't get a ton of sleep last night. The scenery is beautiful. Yeah, although so many of the trees are already naked. Like, you can probably catch glimpses